Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Okay, so this is my first live, and I really don't know what I'm doing. So y'all are going to help me, okay? So I'll just wait for those of you to start popping on, and you can say something in the chat box. Let me know that you're here, and then we'll get started after a few minutes. So I had this whole like I gave the wrong time. It was supposed to start at 10, and I think I accidentally changed it when it said 8, and then I realized that it was. Okay, so I'm so excited. This is my first live. Lexi, so good to see you. Valerie had her demo this morning. So yay, Valerie. Just waiting now to hear from Zebra English and and hear that Valerie is in as a teacher. So, okay. So tell me, type in the chat box what you are doing since we are all having to stay home in the shop, well, up above the shop in this it's supposed to be a game room that's turned into an apartment for 3 college students, 2 of our college boys. That's why I'm not technically good. I had to marry someone that was. So he takes care of everything for me. So I'm a little bit challenged in this area. But anyway, so he's up here working remotely from home. So if you hear any little chit chat in the back, then you will know. So yay, okay. Different ones coming on. Thank y'all so much. Crystal, Tatum, Sherry, hello, and DK. Some of you are going to have to tell me what your names are. So anyway, just go ahead and type in where you are from. It's always fun to see what state you're hailing in from. And then if any of you want to tell me what you are doing. Yes, Sasha is doing mentor training, and that's like very exciting. Sasha is one of the first teachers with Zebra English, and so we're excited to have her on board. All right, another Crystal that homeschools. Yes, I homeschool. So my kids are not thinking this is much of a break, to be quarantined. And we have 2 that went to New York City on spring break for a mission trip. So they are actually quarantined downstairs in my mother-in-law's apartment while she went to stay with my sister-in-law, so she would be nowhere near it, just to make sure that they didn't pick up anything when they were in New York City and then traveling through Atlanta Airport back home. So they're just hanging out down there, trying to get some fresh air once in a while. Thankfully, we have some space. We live out, and so they have some space to get out. Okay. Yes, Valerie, I was born in Missouri, so that's pretty cool. All right, so it looks like a good many of you are on here, and so I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is so exciting for me. Like I said, this is my first YouTube Live, and y'all will just have to bear with me if I make any mistakes. I've already made one, like I had to change it 5 minutes before to start at 10 because I accidentally put it at noon somehow. I think it was the time zones or something. But I wanted to do this week because this week is my 1-year anniversary for ESL online teaching. Yay! I'm so excited. And I was thinking of that song that says, whoa, it's always a good time. Okay, so it's always a good time. It's a good time, and it has been a great year for, don't laugh at my singing, for ESL and me being online. I had no clue that you could do something like this. So this has been so much fun for me. I love to teach. I have to do from the comforts of my own home while my kids are at home, while I homeschool them. I don't have to travel anywhere, and I only have to be concerned about what I look like from here up, so I can be in pajama bottoms if I want to be, or a mix match, and you would never know it. So that's the great part. I love traveling to China every morning and teaching these amazing students. So I just thought it would be fun. We have just started a t-shirt business. My daughter, she loves to do art and they like to design t-shirts. And so my husband, for their Christmas, they got some items where they could make t-shirts. And she takes an art class and does all kinds of artsy stuff. And so I designed the t-shirt that I have on, and I have a few others that I'm going to show you that I designed and had a friend make. And so we're going to show some of those designs with you. So this is the way that you can get a t-shirt, one, by being here today. You can be in a drawing for it, and then I'll go over the rest of the ways that you can do it at the end. And if you have to leave out early, just, come back and check. I'll put it in those in a little bit. But first of all, I wanted to do sort of just a recap of my first year with ESL teaching. So I see ones from, oh my goodness, yes, Sherry's from Illinois, Sasha from Tennessee, West Virginia, Crystal, and Texas, Tatum, San Diego, Katie. Okay, thank you, Katie, for putting your name there. And then Valerie from Missouri. Yes, okay, awesome. And Susanna is here too, Crystal? Or you're just saying you and Susanna are always together, like two peas in a pod? Shelly from Indiana. Awesome. Okay, so last year at the beginning of March, I decided to apply at VIP Kid. Now, that's where some of my friends were working that were local, and I had just learned about that like a few months before when they were telling me too. So I went ahead and started the application process through a friend who was my referrer, and actually she's a local friend. And then I was able to get through the process. The only thing that hung me up was finding my college diploma. I had no clue what box it was in. So it took me about a day to find that. And it was, of course, in the last box that I checked out. So I got hired on at as an independent contractor with VIP Kid. I was so excited. Here I could be teaching, doing what I love to do, and it was so much fun. I mean, the energy, having to smile, it was just great. So I got busy. I opened up slots that first week. And then I opened up back-to-back slots not long after, I mean, just within a few days once I got into it. And I thought I'll learn as I go. I was taking workshops at the same time. I probably did all 13 new teacher workshops within those first 2 weeks. So I was teaching and workshopping and teaching and workshopping and learning something new that would help me in the next class. And it was great. And then at the end of Okay, so I started March 17th, which was yesterday. And then I got right at close to the end of March. And then I realized if I got 45 classes that I could get an extra $45. And so I pushed for it. And I had like 3 days left and it was on a weekend and I had some time at home. So I just took classes all the way through the night and praise the Lord, they booked. And I got 46 classes by that last day. And I interviewed with the feelings lesson. So, of course, we had happy, angry, and sad. And I still use these props all the time. In fact, I use this one to hide animals behind and let my students guess what they are. Like I'll bring the animal up from behind it and I'll say, okay, what is it? And they'll say hedgehog, or zebra or whatever. So anyway, I still use these all the time, or even to say, are you happy when I first meet them, or just to have fun with them. So those were my first props. I did 46 classes within the first 2 weeks, and I was addicted. I was just on a roll of wanting to teach these classes. And then it was so that was March. Then toward the end of April, I saw Karina. If y'all are in the unofficial Zebra English group, Karina runs that. She was also a VIP Kid teacher. She just made a little comment about Zebra English. I loved VIP Kid. I loved everything about it. I loved the workshops. I loved the incentives, the promotions, all of that. I wasn't looking for another company, but she mentioned Zebra English, and I thought, well, it won't hurt. And it came back and said, yes, we would like to do an interview with you. So let me tell you about the interview process then, a lot different from today. So the interview process was, I met with Emily and just talked to her about my experience and my background educationally and all of that. And then after that, I received an email saying that they would like me to do a demo. So then I met with Craig. Do you know Craig that's in the videos, Craig? Yes, he was the person on the other end when I went to do my 10-minute demo. I know, we got off easy. 10-minute demo for Craig, and that was so much fun. He was a blast, and I had a great time. And then I got hired. And I was so excited, and I had like a goal setting meeting with another employee, and then whose name is Eric. And then I had a tools and sort of walk through a demo with Sabrina, who is the teacher manager. I had no idea at the time. And so she would just walk me through sort of the tools and all of that. And then when I was in that goal setting meeting and I was trying to figure out how to open slots for Zebra and do VIP Kid, well, they said, don't bank on any slots right now. Keep your slots where you are. And then as we get this all tweaked and worked out, then more slots will become available. But we're just sending a few through right now. So I got like one trial that first week and maybe the next week. And so it was just sort of a waiting game until like the end of June, mid-end June. And then in July, they started rolling in and I started getting my first regulars. And from there, it's just kept building. But then at the same time, I had a fully booked schedule at VIP Kids. So what do? So that's when I just kept teaching with Zebra English. And guess what? With Zebra, I noticed because I never thought I'd leave VIP Kid. Like I said, I loved VIP Kid. But with Zebra, I found out it was easier to teach the children. There was less prep. I could come into the class and just be ready to teach. The company was very encouraging and kind. Any communication that we had with them, we weren't having to market ourselves against one another as teachers. And I was not having parent feedback at the time either that I was being concerned, was I writing my feedback the correct way? Now, we were getting parent feedback, we just didn't know it. And that was a good thing. So, but all we had to do was work on doing those classes and teaching them the right way. And yes, Sasha, Emily is so nice. And yes, Eric is for the children, the students that were coming so well prepared. And then I loved having the regular students and having that consistent schedule and seeing them week after week after week. Now, I have to tell you, I would write Zebra English and I would say, I really don't think I'm a good teacher. I'm not converting as many trials. I think I should be converting more. And I remember Sabrina meeting with me and just saying, just keep doing what you're doing and just focus on student output, having fun classes, and doing the TPR, getting them engaged. And I was like, okay, little did I know that like critiquing my teaching. And I'm like, I'm really not a fun teacher. I'm not one of those who can just, be slapstick funny, just laugh at anything. That is just that dynamic personality. I can smile and have expression, but I don't feel like I'm that dynamic teacher. So just to encourage you that sometimes you can think that you're not, but as long as you are smiling and you have that excitement. I mean, I got my parent feedback at the beginning of March. I had all 5 flowers. That's, 5. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, here I was thinking I wasn't a good teacher and I needed help. And I was getting 5 flowers. But November, we didn't have any workshops. We didn't have any teacher meetings. We didn't have a weekly email from the company. It was just basically us teachers reaching out to one another. There were about 30 of us in November. And I started doing a teacher chat with some of the teachers so that we could connect and see each other and meet and run some ideas by one another and learn from one another. And that was a lot of fun. And then Sabrina had a meeting with us also. And then after that, they said, okay, we're ready to open up the platform to other teachers. We need y'all to refer. We need you to advertise. We need you to bring teachers on. So that's what we started doing. And thankfully, they gave us a referral incentive. They had never done that before. We had asked if they wanted us to bring teachers on, recommend it to our friends, and they had said not at that point. And then when they would help them and then, and get something in return for our work. So that has been really sweet from the company. So that was in November. And then the 1st of December, I'm teaching, I'm enjoying it. I'm starting to meet people and tell other people about Zebra English. My husband and I are thinking about a website so that we could advertise more for Zebra English on the North American side. And then I get this email that says, "You've been invited to do mentor training." And I was like, oh my goodness, I never would have thought this or dreamed of it or even thought that Zebra English was at that point. And so that was like pretty exciting to say the least. And then so everything just started rolling. And Sherry and Michelle were two of my first referrals. They went through the process in December. They passed as teachers. They're excellent teachers. And they both came on board to help me because I started a coaching group just to try to keep up with the ones that I was having contact with and making contact with. And so now they help me with that group. Michelle's had to take a little bit of a back seat due to health issues currently, but Sherry's right in there answering questions, helping add people to the group, coaching ones, and all of that. And it has been a great group. So, here I start with March with my ESL, just not even knowing what it is, jumping into it, getting trained through these different workshops and watching different videos of people, and then switching to this company that actually becomes my primary company, then being asked to be a mentor teacher, referring and coaching applicants to become a part of Zebra English, which I love doing. I love helping people. I've always loved helping people, and I love teaching. So I like teaching adults or children or anyone that will listen, basically. So this has been great, and I've met all these new friends and these new teacher friends that have really become my friends. It's amazing how God just brings people together, and that's what I say about Zebra English too, that I just really believe that God just brought me to Zebra English, and I just give him all the praise for it. Savvy. And you will notice that on my first videos, and I'm still learning things as I go. I had never done a YouTube live, a Facebook live, video recorded myself, besides all, those intro videos and stuff like that. And now I enjoy doing it. I think it's a lot of fun. So just to say, if I can do it, any of you can do it. And if I can learn these different ways to be fun and engage my students, then you can learn that too. Because like I said, I like to have fun, but I'm just not that dynamic, fun, laugh at anything type personality. But so just an encouragement to all of you. Okay, so that brings me to now I have my for two of my referrals, Sherry, my first referral, and Lexi, one that started, I think she started processing through in December, began the 1st of January, and you've probably seen her, like she's got YouTube videos all over about Zebra English and some other companies she's worked for, but they are both going through mentor training, and Sasha has been with me probably since about the beginning, right, Sasha? So Sasha's going through it, so I'm excited about that. And then Sherry and Lexi are going through it. So after give workshops, interviews applicants, and coaches them like for the demo too. And so that is my 1-year ESL online experience. And I am just so thankful and so grateful and just so excited to meet every one of you. I mean, I have an awesome coaching group. We have an awesome teacher group. I mean, it is full of positivity and encouraging one another and helping each other if there are concerns or issues. And Zebra English is amazing. And if you're a teacher, you know that already because they will listen to what we have to say, like our raises. I gave some input. And I think others did too. And they were looking at it and considering it. And they finally came out with the criteria. You only have to teach 1,200 classes. And it's whenever you reach that point that you can get a raise. So that makes it doable for everyone, not just those that can teach 100 classes a month and that get that 1,200 in a year. And I'm so excited about that we were getting rated. That if it's anything below a 5 flower, then you can have it reviewed and invalidated if it can be invalidated. Also, if the parents don't leave any tags or comment, and thank you for listening. Y'all have been troopers and have been so kind just to bear with me through this. But it was just so exciting for me to reflect back over and to think about. So I want to get into the teacher t-shirt giveaway. I love my teacher tees. I wear them all the time. So this is one that I designed. If you can see it, it says Teacher Joanne, has the 5 apples because you know what company I was working for. You got the 5 apple reviews. So that was like a reminder for parents to give me the 5 apples. But now maybe we can do one with 5 flowers, for Zebra English. We could do that. So my daughter she will not come on camera. I told her to come and say hi to y'all, but she said no. So Abigail, will you give me she said, I don't look decent enough, Mom, Okay, so now this is a, other company t-shirt, but I wanted to show you this. Okay, so I love this t-shirt, and I don't know if you can see it, but it has the sparkly white applique on it, and it has my name, and then it has, United States and China, and I love that because it's sparkly. It's that glittery white. So this is something that we can do for you. If you want to order a t-shirt, we're going to get that up on our website soon and let you know. And my website, you can do in apples or flowers, put your name in it, however you want it. And then, in fact, we can design anything that you want and let you see the design first before you have to buy it or anything. And these shirts are awesome. I love these. They're soft. They're comfortable. So here's one. I wanted the pink. And then so it just has the white on it. So that's another one that we can do. And then this is the one that we're going to give away. It's my favorite. I like the color that it's on, and I like the designs. This is another one I had designed of some that I had seen. So you see right there, it says Teacher Joanne, and it has the big China to the United States. So, and then I also have another one that has my Bitmoji on it, but we were doing some research on that, and it was saying that if you're using your Bitmoji to make a profit, that's not legal. So I wanted to do those. Those are so cute, and I love those shirts. But my husband said no. He didn't want us to get in trouble by the IRS, especially since I have a website. So just to let you know that that is the blue t-shirt with your teacher name is the one that we're going to give tidbits that you need to know to get into the drawing. If you subscribe to my channel, okay, yes, I'm doing this. I need some more subscribers, okay? So if you subscribe to my channel, I'm trying to get past 100, I'm very close, then that will give you an entry. And if you were live today with me, that gives you another entry. So you can get 2 entries. What you need to do is, yes, and Laura, you're already subscribed? Yes, good. Okay, so, but you're here today, that gives you an entry. And if you are already subscribed, that gives you another entry. Okay, we'll do it that way. All right, so into the live today, that gives you an extra entry. Yay! So because that's just my way of saying thank you. You didn't have to take this time out, and you were kind enough to come and bear with me through my first live, give me this experience, and listen to my story. So, and then just a couple other things before I go. We have some really cool things coming up with Zebra English. The company Zebra English does. They'll be rolling out pretty soon. We have a new demo 2 that's starting this week. So it's different than the demo 2 that took 3 slots or an hour and a half. Now this takes 2 slots and it's 1 hour, and it's a little bit different format. So just watch my channel. I'll have a video posted about that. And then some of us teachers have something that we're going to roll out for the Zebra English teachers in the next little bit, hopefully within the next month. So keep your eye on. Happy anniversary. I'm so excited. Who knew that just needing a little bit of extra money, because when you have, let's see, 13 to 14 mouths to feed on one income, you need a little bit of extra money just to meet the bills each month. So we are very thankful for how God provided this job for our family and that I can do it from home. It's amazing. And you know what I just realized? I am so sorry. I do not have my headphones on. if my sound has been awful, okay, see, I told you. I'm just not technically savvy. I'll make sure I have those on the next time. How has the sound been? Can anyone let me know? Yes, please make sure that if you tuned in to this live that you type your name. Oh, thank you. Website pretty soon because we'll have those up. And remember, we can do anything. If you have an idea, in fact, I'm going to do a competition pretty soon, and that will also get you a free t-shirt for those that come up with some great designs, maybe for Zebra English, and then also just for in general, because I know several teachers teach with different companies, so you really can't have, one company name on there because you're switching back and forth between classes. So that will be fun too. Okay, and one other little fun tidbit I have to tell you. Okay, so I was supposed to see Nancy Taylor in Tennessee at this little Tennessee meetup that they were having. I'm not far from there, like 6 hours, and I was going to go to it. I bought 2 tickets, but then I was in all the mentor training. It was right after Christmas. I just didn't need to go, time, money, all of that. So I just lost the ticket money. But Nancy Taylor came out with that group of helping teachers and mentor teachers and referrers, just help like right then. And so I remember I just replied to one of her emails and I said, could you help me with this? I just need to know, how do I handle this and these numbers and to be the best, referrer. And she emailed me back. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Well, then, because I'm in her group that we're just working through this training right now, then she went out and looked at my videos. She has something I'm just like, wow, I stand in amazement of, and I'm nobody special. It just says something about her. She will reach out, worry about all the editing and having all the cute things around you. I'm just not there. So anyway, okay, so our last minute, I'm sorry if any of you have had a bit of lag. Thank you on the sound. And same with buffering a bit. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm on my $400 laptop that's supposed to be my backup because when we were trying to get the live set up last night, my Skype camera or something, it kept saying you have another camera in use, even though we had everything turned off. And so I'm not really sure, but we have to figure that out. So, yeah, just stay tuned. I'm sorry. So I'm on that little, my little $400 laptop. It was the only one that would let me do a live without saying that I was using another camera. And then also, I'm supposed to be going live this Friday for Zebra English. They had asked if I would do a live based on their whole demo process for applicants. So just another tidbit, if you have applicants that want to know about the whole process, it's going to be just boom, 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 labeled out for you, bullet points and some graphics. So all right, well, thank you so much, everyone. And I'm going to sign off now and not take any more of your time. But thank you again for coming to my first live for my first year anniversary as an ESL teacher. And when I hit 1 year with Zebra English, I'll probably do another live and do another big t-shirt giveaway. Okay? All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Now, do I know how to end it? I'll see.